Hello once again, boxing fans, and welcome back to another prediction video. Before I get into the content, I would just ask the usual that you would share, like, hit the bell notification, and if you're watching, you might as well subscribe. You're just pressing a button and it's going to help me to get to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So your contribution just by pressing that subscribe button would be greatly appreciated. So let's get into the fight. The fight that I'm covering in this video comes by way of request, and it is coming from Peter Garcia 1124. I thank you for your request, another great one, and for participating in the channel. And one of the fighters in this video that I'll be talking about, I'm surprised I've never done a fantasy fight involving him. But there's a first time for everything, and there's probably more to come after this video. But the fight that Peter wanted me to cover is Frankie Randall versus Miguel Cotto. What an amazing matchup between two amazing fighters. Now, what I'm about to say, I'm just not saying this because I've been saying it in the last few videos. And it's a testament of the great matchups you all are coming up with. But Frankie Randall and Miguel Cotto are basically the same fighter. They both have a concentrated body attack. They both have a vicious body attack. But as far as Frankie Randall, Frankie Randall has great hand speed, excellent combination puncher, has a good jab, a great counter puncher. And one thing I've noticed about Frankie Randall is he's good at catching his opponents between the exchanges. Of course, he's most known for his trilogy with Julio Cesar Chavez. Had a great uppercut. Frankie Randall had a great uppercut. Very accurate. The guy could take a punch. And he became stronger as the fights went on. As far as Miguel Cotto is concerned, he has a lot of those same attributes. One of the best body punchers ever. And one thing I like from Miguel Cotto is the bobbing, weaving, getting on the inside, and the way that he places his hand by his face to block the punches. It's kind of hard to explain, but I think you know what I'm talking about. I like the speed from Cotto. Cotto is a great pressure fighter, great footwork, dynamite power. And Miguel Cotto is very similar to Julio Cesar Chavez. I think Chavez could take a better punch, of course, had a better chin, but Cotto is of that same pedigree. So I think that this fight would be very similar to that trilogy. What an amazing fight. Frankie Randall is the perfect fighter, in my opinion. He just did everything with perfection inside of the ring. He could box as well as fight. So he was your classic boxer puncher from that era. So I can see both guys coming forward. Neither guy is going to be looking to give up any ground. Both guys are going to be trying to impose their wills, which will make for a terrific fight. But I just feel that Frankie Randall is a little more refined. He's a bit tougher than Cotto, could take a better punch than Cotto. Now, don't get me wrong, Cotto had a beard on him, and he was durable, and he was tough. But one thing I noticed about Cotto is he wears down the stretch. And sometimes an accumulation of punches would break him down. And that accumulation is definitely coming from Frankie Randall. Both guys are going to be trying to go to the body. This will be a body punching contest at close quarters. But the danger for Cotto in this fight is the uppercuts coming from Frankie Randall, because we know how Cotto likes to get low. I mentioned earlier, he likes to bob and weave. And so I believe that he's the perfect target for those uppercuts coming from Frankie Randall. And that's a dangerous shot, especially coming from someone like Frankie Randall. I like the fight. I really do. But to be honest, Frankie Randall is a better overall fighter. This will be a terrific fight while it lasted, similar to Cotto's fight against Pacquiao, with Cotto being very competitive, Cotto having several moments in the fight. But I just feel that Frankie Randall is a more long-distance fighter than Cotto, and those uppercuts would definitely be a factor. And so I have a weird call for this one. For some reason, I see Cotto's corner stopping this fight. I mean, Cotto is one of those fighters who had too much heart for his own good, which makes him a great fighter. But styles and circumstances makes fights, and I believe that the accumulation of shots from Frankie Randall will cause a lot of damage down the stretch, and Cotto's corner is going to stop it in between rounds. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'll see you on the next video.